Okay, so yeah, so what's gonna happen next? All right, so what happened was yesterday. Okay, this is what happened. I sent an email to Polaris, okay, and then somebody from Victory sent me an email. Zach from Victory, and he sent me to a website that has had a bunch of service centers, a map on it to kind of show me where all the service centers are close to me. Okay, I've already been the Spirit in San Jose. They don't have the equipment to work on it. They took it in, but they don't have the equipment to work on it or diagnose it, so they didn't do anything. Okay, they told me to call. They pretty much told me to call Polaris and figure it out on your own type of thing. Okay, and then I went to Tracy Motorsports the other day, 2 days ago, because I had something to do in Tracy. I'm like, hey, Tracy Motorsports, it's right there, you know. Let's just go there and ask. So it's the same story. I walk in. And I asked them, hey, do you guys work on Victory motorcycles? And they're like, yes, we do. And do you work on a Victory Empulse TT electric motorcycle? And then they're like, hold on, let me go ask somebody. and then they go away, and then they come back and they said, no, we don't. We never even sold that bike. So that's what Tracy Motorsports told me. And then there's Arlen Ness in Dublin. Okay, they make fancy custom motorcycles. Well, now a bunch of different companies work in that building now, but there's a company called ProCycle, a motorcycle shop. You have to go like the second floor in the back and stuff, and then it's kind of cool. Like you see all these motorcycle bays where they're working on bikes and stuff. It was pretty cool. And I think I talked to the owner or the owners, and I asked them, hey, do you guys work on Victories? And they're like, yes, we do. And it's the same story. Do you work on Victory Impulses? Like, no, we don't have the equipment to work on them. Or they don't have equipment or expertise to work on them. And he told me that, like, yeah, whenever something happened to the Impulse, they would have to call Bramo. In the beginning, they would have to call Bramo, and then they could fix it, you know. And then Bramo went away, and then supposedly Victory was supposed to take care of everything, but nobody at Victory works on them anymore either, because the bike is just, you know, yeah, so it's kind of sad. So, and it was kind of cool. He showed me some stuff he actually showed me the cables and stuff that connected the computer and stuff. He actually had the level 2 charger, like the one I have plugged into the back of where my dryer is. Yeah, so, but yeah, he couldn't help me, but they gave me a phone number for Victory. So I actually didn't call it because I got a message from Zach today. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much the extent of what happened. And then the next day I called a couple other places. I called a place in Vallejo that sold Victories. I called the place I bought the bike from, and they didn't even answer. They didn't even answer. I don't know if they're in business anymore, man, because they only sold like Victory motorcycles. It's kind of sad, man. I'm telling you. I really did like the Victory brand, to tell you the truth, man. I'm a veteran and everything, and they treated veterans right and everything. And I rode a couple of their bikes. I'm not really that big into cruisers, but if I was to buy a cruiser, probably be from Victory, you know. But anyway, so what else? I think I called somebody in Sacramento, in that area, Auburn. There was a place in Auburn. They said they didn't work on them. So I'm getting pretty close to calling it quits. I'm like on the 8th or 9th one down the list for me, and 100 miles away from me in Fresno is a place called Clausen Motorsports. Okay, and I heard it looks like it's a pretty big dealership. They sell it's kind of like that Tracy Motorsports I went to, I guess. We'll find out when I go there next week. But I call them up, and then I tell them, hey, do you guys work on Victories? They're like, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't remember. But no. I just straight up asked them, like, hey, do you guys work on Victory Empulse TTs? There's something wrong with my battery, okay? And then he said, no, we don't. But hold on, wait, let me go ask. And then he go ask somebody, and then he comes back and he says, yes, we do. But I thought it was kind of weird, because I asked him about doing warranty work, because if the battery is good, has a warranty for 5 years and 100,000 miles, and I'm like on the 4th year almost. All right, like I think in a month I'll have this bike for like 4 years already. Can you believe it? And And what's the dealie? Oh yeah, and it kind of sounded like, yeah, I don't think the batteries have that kind of warranty. And like, and I told him like, no, I don't think you're understanding me. It's it's an electric motorcycle, and the battery is bad. Like, so there's something wrong with the battery. Something needs to be diagnosed on it or something. And I told him like, yeah, if the battery doesn't work, the whole bike doesn't work. It's not a freaking starter battery. I think that's what he thought it was, So, but he did say like, yeah, but then I asked him to double check, and it's like, do you work on the Victory Empulse TT electric motorcycle? And then he came back. He I think he went to ask again, and like he came back and he was like, yes we do. I'm like, you do? I'm like, yes. I was like, yes. I was kind of like, I was surprised. I was like, yes, they do work on it. So, and I told him, okay, yeah, I know, I want to take it in for a service, to like get this problem fixed. And I told him the problem, the B40 fault, and it doesn't run at all. And yeah, and then he took my name. He took the model, the year of the bike, and all that stuff, and he took the VIN number so he could look up, the warranty and stuff on it. So, and yeah, so they're gonna take it in, and I don't know. It should be under warranty still. The battery, I'm pretty sure it's the battery. The battery has a B9 and a B40 fault. So I'll tell him about. I forgot to tell him about the B9 fault. Okay, but this bike had a B9 fault before, and now it has a B40 fault. Okay, but I'm pretty sure probably both of them are still faulty. Was what I'm gonna say. All right. So next week on Thursday, we're gonna throw Empulse 139 on the trailer, and then we're gonna go for a long drive, 100-mile drive. Like, it's gonna be similar to when we first bought this guy. Okay. And we're gonna go take it to Clausen Motorsports and let them take care of it. Okay. So like I said, that was the last thing I did, man. I could do is unplug everything and plug it back in, and then see if it works again. Hopefully something restarted itself, but it didn't. So, and I kind of knew that when I unplugged the battery anyways. So, but I just wanted to make sure, there wasn't anything else. Well, excuse me, it was raining outside, and I thought I heard some thunder, but it was actually fire. It sounded more like firecrackers, and I forgot. Oh, it's Chinese New Year, and my neighbors are Chinese, so okay. So yeah. Anyway, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna next week. I'm done with the bike. I'm gonna put all the panels back on and everything, and then we're gonna go drive it on over there. It's 100 miles, man. That's a long drive, dude. We're gonna take it over there. If that's what I got to do to get it back running again, then that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Now I've heard some stuff about if there's something wrong with the batteries on these bikes, Polaris can't fix it, and they're buying the bikes back from their owners. I don't want to get rid of this bike. I really like this bike now. This bike has brought me a lot of joy into my life. Okay, this is my first electric motorcycle. I got it for. Okay, I tell you this: if I had bought this for full price, and I was going through what I was going through right now, I'd be really pissed right now. Okay, but I got this bike for a steal. Okay, I got it for half off, 10,000, and then after all the credits and rebates and all that stuff, it wound up being only $7,500. So I got this bike for a steal. Okay, so I feel like I should have got more than 8,000 miles of fun out of it, though. I'll tell you that. And I had just put brand new tires on it too. I'm kind of pissed off about that. I just spent like $500 on freaking tires. So anyway, what I'd heard is if they can't fix the battery, Polaris is just gonna take the bike back, and then they might give me another bike or something. I don't know. But if they can fix the bike, if they can fix this B40 fault and the B9 fault and make it good as it was before, take care of all the battery problems, and I can get another 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 miles of enjoyment out of this bike, then I would love to keep this bike. Okay. But as it stands, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. But so we will find out till next week. Okay. So I will make another vlog when that happens. I'll make a video of me dropping it off there, and then going home another 100 miles. It's gonna be like, I don't know what to do, man. Because we're gonna have to go there, and then I'm gonna have to go home, and then they're gonna say, hey, this and that come pick up your bike or something. I don't know. Something is gonna happen, and then I'm gonna have to drive all the way back. It's gonna be a big waste of my time and gas too to get down there, man. It's especially towing the bike, man. If it were up to me, like, hey, you know, can Polaris reimburse me some gas money? Okay, at least, you know, crikeys, dude. Cause yeah, this is a real, you know, pain in the ass is what I'm gonna say. But it's a good thing I was able to get in contact with Victory. I did get I got a voicemail from Zach today. He was a representative from Victory, and he just wanted to know if I saw his emails saying like where all the Victory service centers are and stuff, and I told him yes. And I told him, you know, what was the problem, and you know, and I told him like, yeah, I found one in Fresno that's 100 miles away, you know, if that's what I gotta do to get the bike worked on, then I will take it to Fresno. So and yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen now, okay? But if they can't fix the bike, it's like I got a big paperweight. But they kind of have to, in a way, they legally they have to fix the bike because it's under warranty. So, and like I said, I had heard that if they can't fix the bike, they'll buy the bike back for me, and I don't want that. But if that's what if they can't fix it, then I don't want a bike that doesn't run. You know, I really wanted to take this thing on one more track day also this year. I was planning to go back to Thunder Hill and run it on the big track. Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway, anyway, my experience with this bike is a track day bike. It's a great bike to ride when the battery is charged. when the battery is charged, when the first 1 or 2 lap track sessions, it's a great bike, and then once you have to keep on plugging it in and charging it, it's horrible. It starts overheating and all this stuff, and yeah, it's better to have 2 bikes if you're gonna do electric bike track day. Well, you know, one so you don't lose out on lap track sessions, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna put the bike back together, and then next week we're gonna take it to Clausen Motorsports, and then we'll see what the fate of the bike is. You know, I really don't want to see it go this way, but I somehow Hades Omega knew that this was gonna happen one day, you know, and it's good that it happened before the warranty expired. Okay, so I still had a year left, but I'm not gonna lie, I had already been looking for a place to get this bike serviced before this, okay, because I had that B9 fault, and I said, yeah, you better get on that before the warranty expires. So and then it was just like a nightmare trying to find a place that would work on this bike, and then now I found one. So also I got a message from them today, and they told me like when I bring the bike in, bring the charger, the EVSC in, okay? So I will do that, okay? However, the charger that I actually use is plugged into my 220 watt outlet, okay? Or 220 volt outlet. So I will just bring the stock one. Is what I'm gonna say. I think this one is fine. I think the one on the wall is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just honestly the EVSC, all it does is provide power to the bike. That's it. It's a big relay, is what it is. Okay. There's not much to go wrong with it, is what I'm gonna say. Okay. But yeah, I do think maybe something happened while it was charging, because that's the last thing I was doing to the bike. I charged it to 100%, and then poof, it didn't work anymore. So it could have been something happened to it while it was charging. So it's not kind of out of my control, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. But I've had this bike for 4 years, and I've charged it, you know, after every time I ride it, and it works again. So, you know, this time it didn't work. So okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming along with Hades Omega and Empulse 139 and their journey to get the bike running, get Empulse 139 running, fix this B40 fall. Okay. As far as I know, nothing. Nobody knows anything about this. Okay. From what the research that I've done on the internet is once a bike gets a B40 fault, that's it. The battery needs to be replaced. That's what has to happen. So that's what I've heard. Okay, so hopefully they can fix this. You know, But it does sound like it's a battery problem. It sounds like there's a problem with the BMS, and the battery has to be opened up, or something has to happen to get it started again. Okay, so yeah, that's what I want to say. But okay, so thanks for watching. Here's Miguel. Alright, here's me here. So there's one more thing left I can try, is to plug in the original EVSC to it, okay? I've been using my level 2 one. We'll plug the level 1 in real quick, okay? The 110 volt one. So in this bag I got right here is the charger that came with the bike, okay? I had used this until I moved to this house. I used it for about a year or so. Should I just get an extension cord, I guess? You're not supposed to use it with an extension. Okay! Here we go. I got it. Let's do it. Alright, this is the Clipper Creek, or the Victory branded Clipper Creek level 1 charger. Or EVSC. Everyone just calls it a charger, man. Alright, here we go. I heard that click right there from the relay. Same story. It's saying, please wait. Please wait. It's 100%. And then what happens is, like, the lights turn off, and then the light will blink, and the green light will blink here too. There you go, system fault B40. Headlight went on, green light went on. Then it'll probably flash it again. And now it says 85%, so yeah. That says it's going to take 1 hour and 30 minutes to charge up. There you go, see? Same story. Light goes on, green lights go on, and then go off again. Okay, so I tried everything I could, man. I used 2 different EVSCs. I don't think it's the EVSC, but I will bring it with me when I take this to Clawson Motorsports, so they can take a look at it. But I'm pretty sure that's not the problem. Okay? Alright. So, there we go. I tried something else. Alright, here's my guy. I won't put the bike back together now. Okay, also, this is what it says on the EVSC. Nothing. No charging, no power fault, no charging fault. Nothing. It just says power, okay? It's talking to the bike, but it's not charging, okay? So, no bueno. No charge, no operation, so... It's really, the bike is really in limp. It's not even in a limp mode, man. It's like, it's disabled. Like, Alright.